All right, guys, I'm here at the job site. I just got the countertop all papered off and taped. You can see here. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm using a urethane grout, and urethane grout has a tendency of drying quickly, and they have brand new countertops here, and I really don't want that haze to dry on the countertop because I'm not sure how it's going to interact with it. So to protect the customer's brand new countertop, I'm going to be putting down some rosin paper here. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to pull out a nice big glob of grout and kind of just stick it on the wall there. And I'm only going to do a little bit at a time because this urethane grout, like I said, dries fast. So I'll put the lid back on, stow the grout bucket away, and I'll get started. I'm just going to work it in from bottom to top. And when you get close to this metal on the side here, you're going to do kind of a scissor action to kind of scissor it inside that joint there, all the way to the top. You're kind of using the float to kind of do like a saw action back and forth. And that cuts it in there real nice. See? Nice and easy. Now be careful around your electrical outlets because you don't want to electrocute yourself. Okay, so we're gonna do that the whole way down, all the way down, and I'm only gonna do about 2 feet at a time. Now, one of the issues that you run into with getting grout up against cabinets and things like that is you get a kind of a slope here in your grout, and so I use this paint palette tool because it's nice and thin, and it has a good sharp 90-degree angle on it. And I just use that to kind of clean that edge up. So take off the excess, and then you get a nice, clean, flat grout line up against the cabinet there. Okay, just like that. Put that in my water bucket. Now, the other thing about urethane grout is you can wipe and wipe and wipe with a sponge, and it's difficult to get the haze off of it. You can kind of see in the light there's still a bit of a haze on it. So I use a cloth damp rag here, and I just go back over it after I've wiped it with a sponge, and I just take the haze off the surface of the tile there. And the cloth rag really helps to get that haze off without having to go over it multiple times, because the sponge tends to hold a lot of water in it, which will pull more haze out of the grout and put it back on the tile, and you'll end up basically wiping over and over and over again. So now that I've wiped it once with the cloth, I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'll look at it in the sunlight to see if I got all the haze off. I did the same thing over on the other side, and you can see that in the light, it's pretty clean. Okay. Now to get behind the faucet, I'm going to use a margin float. It's skinnier and rigid, and it helps work behind those areas back there. And you can see that I taped it off to protect the counter again. I'm just taking my time, working from bottom to top. It helps if you get a little bit of the grout on the side that you're working with and just kind of push it up. Okay. And the same thing for this side too. We'll just switch the float around. We'll get some grout on this side. We'll come over here. Kind of push it in. Okay, easy peasy. Now, so you come to the part where you have to grout underneath the cabinets, and that's always a pain to work that in with your grout float. So you're gonna get some gloves on and just grab a chunk of it and just work it in there. Okay, just like that. Then what you can do is take your little trowel, spackle trowel, or whatever you have, and you're going to get that grout out of that wood, because that doesn't look very professional if you leave that there. Okay? And then once you wipe it up, it'll look really clean. Now, we're all done with this second backsplash, and one of the things I wanted to talk to you about was the outlets. So if you've ever done a backsplash, you know that oftentimes the outlet screws that come with the outlets don't work anymore because you put in the tile, which has raised the outlet off the wall. So I'll go over how to select sizes for screws and also how to put those outlets in. So I'm back in my trailer right now, and I'm going to be swapping out the old screws for some newer, longer ones. And for that, I have a screw kit. I picked this up from Home Depot, I believe. It's number 6 through number 32 flathead Phillips. So this kit is something that I really appreciate, because oftentimes I'm dealing with variations in screw size, and so it has, as you can see, multiple sizes. So I need something a little bit longer than that. And I'm not going to overcomplicate it. That's not much better. This is probably going to be the best. Now, I want to oversize the screws just slightly. And the reason why I'm doing that is because when you go to put the screws back in the outlets, you're not going to want to suck the outlets all the way up to the tile, because your outlet screws are going to protrude basically into the tile once you put the face plates on. So you're going to just back it off slightly so that the outlet is allowed to kind of suck into the plate a little bit. And so you kind of have to play with it to figure out what is your happy medium between it being nice and snug or being too loose. Because when you go to put the plug in the wall, you really don't want the outlet to move around, and you don't want to take a chance at cracking the plate either. So you kind of have to play with how far you back these out a little bit and find a good middle spot. So I know I need 6 of them. So I've got 6 here. I'll put those in my pocket, and I'll see you back on the wall. Hey, hey, you guys. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, you guys, stop it. Well, who doesn't like a good cat fight once in a while? Am I right? Thanks for sticking with me through this project. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad it's over and I'm getting ready to start the next job. If you feel like I missed something or left anything out, go ahead and leave me a comment and I'll do my best to address it on the next video that I make that has to do with tile installation anyways. If you liked it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate that. You've been watching Relax and Renovate. I've been your host, Zach Galenzi. Take care, and I'll see you later.